such a beautiful morning out here, guys. It's like 74 degrees. I think I'm gonna sit out here and drink my morning coffee, play with Chase for a little bit, and then we'll go back inside, do a little knitting, and have a chat. It's such a beautiful morning. And I thought I would play ball with Chase for a few minutes because he loves coming out in the morning to play ball. Right, Chase? Right, Chase? You're a tired boy, aren't you? You're a tired boy after all that playing. Tired boy. And if you guys are here to see more of Chase, I'll add some more clips of him at the end of the video. So stick around to the end. So before we get into some of my other knitting, I had to share this, guys. When you play yarn chicken and win, do you see this? So last night I was working on this little mitered square and I had one mini skein that was like 15 feet long. So I was hoping that I had enough. And as I got to about here, I started sweating because I noticed that it was almost gone. And literally, guys, I mean, that is where it ended. That was literally all I had left. So yay. Yay for playing yarn chicken and winning. That, I think, is the closest call I've ever had. So my yarn organization is coming along. It still looks like a hot mess, but I'm actually debating on moving it to another room because right now I've actually got it in the living room. And I'm still moving in, as you can see. But I did order a second one. So the second one just arrived because I know I'm gonna need it. And so yeah, I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna put it in the bedroom or a craft room. Wow, so I still have lots of boxes and bins of yarn to open. So I really love this organizer though, and I'll put a link to it down below in my description. I actually found it on Amazon. So if you guys missed that video, there's a video, a previous video to this one where I actually showed unboxing it and getting it all set up. So if you saw episode 4, I actually talked about this beanie. If you're new here, you might not know I recently moved to Las Vegas. So I actually decided to knit a beanie for my realtor. And in the process, I ended up designing a new beanie. He wanted a black hat. I keep picking off these little hairs, if you can see that. My dog sheds so bad, guys. But that said, my realtor had asked for a black hat when I asked him what color he would like. And so when writing a pattern, I decided I need to knit this up in a lighter color. So I'm re-knitting it right now, and I'm doing it in Cascade 220 Superwash. And this is their golden color. And I actually decided to use it because I think the stitch definition is going to show up much better. And also because it is a lighter color, the stitches will be more defined. And 220, if you didn't know this, but Cascade 220 Superwash is a very light worsted weight, almost a DK. So if you can see this, it's a thicker yarn. This was a regular worsted weight. And I think it's gonna look good in a lighter weight, in a light worsted. So you could use another comparable yarn as long as it's a light worsted or possibly a DK. But yeah, so that's what I'm working on right now, is getting a new pattern up on Ravelry. So my most recent finished object is actually this dishcloth. Yeah, I decided I would make some dishcloths because in unpacking my yarns and going through my yarn, I have found several balls of cotton, and I decided I could use some new dishcloths for my new house. So this one is just in the Lily Sugar and Cream. What color is this? Let's see. What color is it? Countryside Ombre. So yeah, I think that's the color. I don't know if they even still carry this color because it's been in my stash for a while. But, and then I found this ball of Peyton's Pure 100% Organic Cotton. So I think I'm gonna make my next dishcloth out of this. Do you guys say Patons or Peytons? Because I am not sure how it's actually said. So I decided maybe we could just go ahead and cast on that dishcloth that I mentioned, and I could show you guys how I'm gonna do it. This is a super easy pattern to follow. All you do is just start out with 4 stitches. So you cast on 4, and we're gonna do that with, I'm using size 7 needles. So I'm gonna cast on 4. There's 2, 3, 4. I usually use the long tail method, and I may do some more tutorials on different stitches if you guys would be interested in that. Just let me know down in the comments. So we're gonna cast on 4 to start, and then I'm gonna knit 4. Chase had to come lay down with us. He's right there. He loves to lay at my feet. There we go. So we've got 4 cast on to start with. And then this whole pattern is gonna be knit 1, increase 1, and then knit all the way across. And I do that until I get to about 50 stitches on the needle. And that's it. That is it. So I'm gonna knit 1. And what I was doing on the other dishcloth was doing a yarn over, which created these little eyelets. Actually, I believe I was doing knit 2, and then I did a yarn over, and then I knit across. But, so yeah, you can do it lots of different ways. I think this one, I'm gonna try doing a little different. So I knit 1, and then instead of doing a yarn over, I'm gonna knit into the front and back. So that's the front, and then I bring it around to the back, and I knit again, and see how it puts 2 stitches on the needle. So now we've got our increase, and then we just knit across. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna, sometimes I knit through the back loop because it creates a nice smooth edge, but I don't think I'm gonna do that on dishcloths. I didn't do it on this one. As you can see, it's got the little ridges on the edge, little bumps. And if you knit through the back loop, you won't get that. It ends up looking like a row of V's on the edge. But let's go ahead and do another row. So you just turn and keep going. Knit 1, and then I'm gonna knit through the front and the back, and slide both stitches off the needle. Off the left-hand needle, that is. And then knit across, and you just keep going. But once you get to about 50 stitches, then you start decreasing as you go back down on the other side, and it creates a nice diagonal line instead of just being, you know, back and forth square. It ends up being a diagonal square. So I really love this pattern. There's so many variations of it. But anyway, so what have you guys been up to? What are you guys knitting? I thought I would just do like maybe a little whip and chat while we're working on this. And I might throw in some clips of different things. So yeah, in the front and back. Look at him. Right at my feet. And did I do that right? Yeah, okay. So we'll just keep going. So let's see, yesterday, no, was it yesterday? No, the day before. The day before, April 9th, was my daughter's birthday. And she's in college, so I actually sent her some little gifts, Amazon presents. But I don't know if you guys have seen my last couple videos. They were very chicken heavy. Emotional support chicken heavy. And if you guys haven't seen that knitting pattern, go take a look at my last two videos because I shared so much about the emotional support chicken. But anyway, I knit my daughter the emotional support chicken and I sent it to her for her birthday. And we did FaceTime and I took some screenshots when she opened it. So I'm gonna actually include those right here. So here she is with her packages and her puppy. I got her a spatula that she needed, and I also gave her this coloring book that I self-published on Amazon. This was a chocolatey perfume that she wanted. And here's the emotional support chicken that I knit for her. She really loves it. I still need to knit one for myself. And while we're on the subject, my niece also received the emotional support chicken that I knit her. My brother sent me these photos and I love them. So yeah, my son also received his emotional support chicken, but I couldn't get him to take a selfie with it. You know how boys are. But he did send me a picture of it sitting on his desk. But anyway, at least they've all got their chickens. I've knit 3 of them now. So I figured I needed a little bit of a break from the chicken knitting. Hello, Chase. Oh my goodness, don't bump my phone. I've got you guys hanging on the edge of a table right now because my tripod broke. So I don't have any way of setting my phone up with a tripod right now. And so I've got the phone precariously hanging off the edge of a TV stand. Okay, Chase, let's not bump it because you know what? If you bump it, the phone may fall and we don't need that to happen. And I just dropped a stitch. So let's go back in and knit it. Let's see, where was I? There we go. There we go. But yeah, I needed a break from the emotional support chicken knitting. So I decided maybe I needed some mindless knitting. Thus, we have dishcloths. Dishcloths are always great when you want a little bit of mindless knitting. Very relaxing to do. And they're useful. Like I said, I need some new dishcloths in my new house. So now I live in Vegas. Well, it's actually the Vegas Valley, Las Vegas Valley. I'm not in Las Vegas per se, but it's right outside of Vegas. And the other day I drove over to Town Square because I needed to go to the Apple store. And the airplanes were flying so low. There's an airport right next to the shopping center. And so I had to just stand there in the parking lot for a few minutes and decided to take a picture. Well, actually, I decided to take some videos of the airplanes because they were flying right over the shopping center, like so low, and it was so cool to see. I'll go ahead and insert a clip of that right here. that was really cool to see. There's several places here in Las Vegas where you could actually just lay on the ground and look up and see the airplanes fly over. Very nice, very cool. So what else has been going on? Let's see. So actually on my daughter's birthday, I went out with my cousin and his wife. Shortly after I moved here, I found out that I have a cousin that lives here, and I had not seen him since we were kids. So that was really cool. Oops, feels like I'm getting stuck when I try to go through that stitch. It's really tight. But, so yeah, my cousin invited me to go out with him and his wife, and we went to the South Point Casino, and there's a showroom there where they have live music, and we went to see the Bronx Wanderers. So I will also include some clips of that right here. So I'm here at, what is it called? The
South Point Showroom.
The South Point Showroom, yeah, in Las Vegas, with my cousin and his wife. Say hi, Darryl.
Hello.
So we're just here to see the show tonight. So here's my cousin, myself, and his wife. And then after the show, they actually signed autographs and took pictures with people. So I bought a CD, and I actually had them sign my CD for me. They were really sweet. And here's the picture of us meeting them. And they were kind enough to pose for one last-minute shot. We had dinner afterwards at the Coronado Cafe, where I had the island-style rice bowl, and it was so yummy. Then this was the drive home afterwards, leaving the venue. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know every video I've done so far has been a little different, but I figured I would kind of keep it that way, and, you know, sort of a day in the life type of video, vlog series, keep you guys updated on what I'm doing. And I'm gonna also be posting some more tutorials. And if you're new to knitting, I'd love to know like what kind of stitches you'd like to learn. I've got a few tutorials up already, so I'm gonna go ahead and link to a playlist up here at the end of the video, so you guys can check that out if you'd like to learn some new stitches. I'll be back again next week with another video, either a podcast or another vlog type video like this. Let me know if you guys enjoy this type of video where I kind of take you along on my day-to-day adventures. Like I said, since I'm in Vegas, we might get out and do some exploring, and maybe I'll do some knitting in public in some different places just to kind of show you guys the area, because there is way more to Vegas than just the Strip and gambling. There's mountains, there's ghost towns, there's all kinds of cool stuff around here that I want to go check out. We might even visit a couple of the local yarn shops, and I might see if they'll let me do a little tour of their shop, or maybe talk to the owners in a video. So that might be cool too. But thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna go ahead and share those videos that I promised of Chase here at the end. I hope you guys enjoy them, and thank you so much for all the kind comments. And I know Chase kind of steals the show, so if you guys are here for Chase, because I know he steals the show sometimes, go ahead and stick around and I'll play the clips of him right now. And I will see you guys again next time. Thanks for watching and happy knitting. Bye.